I am. 9 months I waited in the womb for my identity to be born with breath stripped from my airbags. He who sent me established my roots, which can't be clipped, folded, or quenched with fire. I am righteous in the sight of God that he ordained prophets to order my steps. I am she who was positioned in front of the throne, sent in a new form to deliver his message. I am God's precious jewel, the sea of glass, the lips of knowledge, crystal.
Hi, sweetheart. You know, in the book, your name is Antonio, but I'm not going to announce your name on this stage. I want the world to see you and know who you are when that time comes. So I'm just going to get straight to the vows. How can I get this thing up? Okay. I've always loved you. I've always loved you. Because the times that God has given us together in the beginning was just so pleasant. It was like a dream. You love to play the piano. I love to play the piano. We're very both boring people, but yet exciting because we just have these people-person going attitudes. But I was always afraid and, not ready to accept you and accept all the love that you were trying to give to me, because I had been abandoned majority of my life in so many different areas that it felt uncomfortable to really receive your love. But as your wife, I promise I won't make any major decisions without talking to you first, because I know that you are the head and I have to follow you. But all I ask is that you let God to continue to lead you as I follow you. Because as long as God is our head, we can't go wrong. And according to the little child that had spoken to me before you called and asked me to marry you on July 1st, and I had to tell you, like the prophets told me to. I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you there was on the phone. But that child said that when you come into my life, I'm going to become a stronger crystal. And I tell you, after that conversation that we had, I was able to rewrite the Revised Bible in 3 months. And it was hard. It was just a terrible task for me at the time, because my life was going through so much stuff. But when you called and asked me to marry you, it just made everything light. And God just gave me whatever I needed to be able to finish that book. Now, to show you our future. Because I am not no math person. God definitely gave you that talent. But this is the company. Oh, just for the world to know, that when God two people together, they are one. And can't no man tear them apart. So not only am I God's precious jewel, but he is also God's precious jewel. See, the little child that came to me and prophesied to me when I was over to the child's mother's house. I can't say the sex of the child to protect the child. But the child who was playing with the Legos, so this is Omega, holds a gossip chain, and was not going to come out after me and my husband get married. But the child was playing with Legos as I was sitting at the table with the child's mother, and she was giving instructions on how to get my business license. And the child that was playing with Legos turned around and said, "Miss Crystal, do you believe in angels and demons?" And I said, "Yes." The child hopped up on its feet and began pacing backwards and forwards, and I was prophesied to me, saying that when the child saw me in heaven, I was a red stone in front of the throne of God. And that right there answered many questions for me, because in the book of Revelation, chapter 15, verse 2, I was always wondering, well, who was that with me? Because it said the sea of glass mingled with fire. I'm like, who is the fire? Who is the fire? So when the child said that I was the red stone in front of the throne of God, and when the child said my husband is going to come early, and when the child said that when my husband come and become a strong crystal, then later on, 3 weeks later or some months later, God had broken down to me that the reason being that I had became and will become a stronger crystal when my husband come is because his spirit is joined in with mine, and he is that fire within the sea of glass that was positioned in front of the throne. Now back to my husband. This is the corporation that God has given us. We are going to pay for everyone's health insurance here in Florida. I know you love to be the boss. I know. This is just a thrill for you. But here in Building G, this is going to be all the ministry things. Okay? We're going to have a volunteer service for the people in Florida to be participants in to get their health insurance. Now, if you don't come and help out the community, I'm not going to pay for your health insurance. P is the personal businesses. All right, I'm going to give a gym to Florida. I don't know how many gyms it's going to be, but I'm going to put as many as possible. So that whenever I send people into your homes to try to help you to a better health plan to get your health going, you're going to go to the gym for free if you're a low-income person. Now, if you have some money, you're going to pay for the membership because I have to help myself paying all those bills. All right. Not only that, but God gave me this magazine that I had to make. Them angels had to help me design for my husband. So that's where the magazine comes in, Building P, as well as all those other businesses. And I'm sorry to announce this, but Walmart, God's going to put you out of business. And I'm going to put up a business that's very similar to yours. I'm not going to name it the title that God gave me, but I want the world to know when you see GPJ on any building that you're going to be driving past, because I'm going to have many businesses and contracted in businesses. When you see GPJ in the building, you're going to know that when you shop there, the money that's going to that company is the money I'm using, or my husband and I are using to pay for the health insurance. Now, J is the health building. In the building J are going to be the health professionals who is going to come out to your house and help you develop whatever plan to get your health going. And just anything dealing with the health. And that's just about it. I thank you so much. And I thank you again, viewers, for watching. And pray for me as I continue on this journey that God has given me. God bless you.